Also, fuck all that. Might as well finish playing it. I got time. I don't know if I feel like doing all that today anyway. Pretty tired. All that exercise. No, but something else too. Um, I did say imposters, right? You have imposter spirits too, right? They have. So, you, you there, they have. All right, so you know about how they read the information and shit in your phone or whatever, or you Google something, and they advertise stuff to you, right? When they advertise exactly what you was talking about out loud, that shit's way past that. It's way past that already. The whole brain interface shit, that shit's already done. I'm not sure if it's not perfected, but they've already done that shit and they didn't tell anybody, or somebody done it, and maybe everybody don't know and they're not smart enough to figure it out. But you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to say it out loud. All you gotta do is think about it. That's it. You think about it enough times and shit, it'll pop up in your search history or it'll pop up in your ads, or you'll go to type it into Google and shit, and it'll already be there. As soon as you type like the first couple letters of the word, it'll be in there. That's what that shit does. It's what the bio API shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the physical fitness, the physical activity app. That's what that shit does. And you got that. The other thing that I noticed is that if you're being watched, if you're like a targeted individual and shit, and you're being watched by some fucking form of corporation and whatnot, um, they use that auto. It's like an auto something app. It has like a blue triangle on it and shit. I don't know how they hack that, but or if we're gonna say hack, but the motherfuckers working with them. But that shit, they use that to access your phone from outside, right? And I told you about the stingrays, right? Like the sting, you ever you get a phone call, you get a phone call late, like somebody can sit right next to you and they call your phone, and then it'll take a minute before the phone actually rings, like an unnecessary amount of time before it rings and shit. That's a stingray. Now, a stingray is a personalized like dish that the police use, and undercovers and shit use. They put it in different neighborhoods and shit. It'll cover certain areas, and they filter your calls like certain messages and shit. Like before you get them, they get everything, and then it goes through, so they can listen to every fucking thing. That shit's illegal as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever run into a cop or some shit like that, and see they use that. I'm not sure if that's a Masonic thing though, because like you got Masons and shit like that, but you have different lodges, but like after looking into that Luciferian shit, I wouldn't be surprised if it's them motherfuckers. I mean, but and they give Lucifer a bad name too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's a good guy or a bad guy. I'm just saying whatever the fuck you believe is what the fuck it is, I guess. So we can stay fucking objective here. But but oh, sound like stupid. We're not stupid, but rebellious, all the good stuff, all the good Capricorn shit. But fucking, yo, that's some wicked shit they talking about in them things, man. I'm like, yo, like that's crazy. I mean, I get it though. I mean, if that depends on how the body exists. Now, I'm not gonna say completely because there might be some understanding that I'm lacking and shit. I will give that credit and shit. I give everything the benefit of the doubt. But from what I gather and shit like that, I was like, whoa. Well, let me finish one of those books. And I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same with this other book I was reading in jail. a cat I was locked up with named Egypt, and he was like, we was looking at that shit. And he was like, man, I was like, that shit sounds like manifestation. I forget what it's like. It looks like a book where you fucking like a devil Satan prayer book. That's what it says all over that motherfucker and shit like that. But I think that shit's an artificial intelligence. I think it's a collection of all the fucking all the savage behaviors of all the people, that have been on Earth and stuff like that, and the ways that they've misinterpreted it, information and knowledge and all that kind of shit, and what they utilize it for, and it's become a lot of that, and it's a whole lot of dark energy floating in there, and there's other shit in there, and that and perhaps it or other things are using it to control people or whatnot, and what like the the murder and genocide and all that shit, like that shit applies to you. That's how you feel about it, because whoever can create some shit like that, they don't even look at it that way. I don't think. It's just that's what it is. That's the system. You know what I'm saying? In order for it to produce you know, certain whatever the fucks. You know. I don't know how I even got on this fucking page, really, but this is what I think about. And I don't really think. Actually, I gotta stop saying that, because I don't really think about it the way as much as people think I do, and shit like that. It's like I got a part of my mind I'm sitting there thinking about that shit, and the rest of it I'm thinking about other stuff. You know what I'm saying? For a second, it was very consuming, because of the when once you get a chance to actually see the world for what it is, and shit like that. It's like, man, that's how people end up in the nut houses, man. It just makes me look at people who just like that guy. You know who I like that one man. What's my name? My man's name something Ballin. He's a storyteller on. He be on that dude is dope. Because I sit and watch his videos. That's how I know he's sweet. I'm like, I sit through damn near all of them. I look at him like that shit say 19 minutes. I'm not about to watch this shit. Then I get to about 10 minutes and I'm like, then like 15 minutes. I'm like, no. And then I'm like, I haven't skipped the video yet. But oh yeah, I was getting ready to say. Um, you should even online for everybody just say it and not actually be on there. Yeah. So archons, spirits. I've seen certain spirits. I've heard them. You know what I'm saying, and they feel like I've seen my grandfather and heard him laughing, right? For sure. Like, but he was just watching me. He was laughing at me. Like, as how I was responding to a situation. I was with this girl at her house and shit, and what the fuck was going on? And I seen him, and she seen him too and shit. And then he was outside the door, and I was trying to make my mind up about fucking her or not. You know what I'm saying? And then I was sitting there, and he was laughing his ass. He was outside the window, like cracking up. And I was like, and I laughed and shit like that. And I'm glad he laughed, because it made me realize that the fear that I was feeling, and the whole dreading of the situation, not that situation, but like you being in whatever situation you in and shit. But overall, about you ever sometimes have this feeling where these feelings of dread and like anxiety and fear and shit, and you don't know what the fuck it is, but it feels like impending doom, right? Like, it's the same feeling you get when death's around, or it's a fucking situation where you gotta move. If you don't move, you done, right? But you're sitting still, so you're waiting for something to happen. Almost like the goddamn roof in the crack open, right? So he laughed and shit. When he laughed, I was like, oh, okay. There's something else around me, and that's when she took a picture. No, her kid, one of her kids was like, they kept looking and like, I was laughing and was like, and then went and grabbed the tablet. My grandfather must have told him to do it. Like, go take a picture. And then he went and grabbed his tablet and he held it up and he took a picture of it and it flashed bright as hell. And then he handed it to me. And I looked at that shit and my hand was like this, and there was a fucking gremlin on my arm. It was like partly in my arm, like it was on my arm. And my face was blurry as hell, it was black. My eyes were all fucking like, you know what I'm saying? And there was all types of words and shit popping up all over the whole fucking thing. They were everywhere and shit. It was like all types of shit, little eyes and shit. That shit like Witchblade. I don't really freak out about that too much. Ugh, but you know what? One time I heard one of those little motherfuckers was like, ugh, this should creep you out though. I was like, I was watching porn and shit, right? And one of them was like, booty. I was like, oh, it made me fucking stop. It was like booty. Nigga, if you know what the fuck be around your okay, I can just imagine a woman or somebody that's just like that completely detoxified themselves and got all that shit off of them. Just clear headed MacArthur. Some enlightened motherfuckers, some MacArthur motherfuckers walking around up here trying to act normal and shit. Like what was that? I don't know your ass is from outer space. She too damn fine, but she kind of what's her name? She's like Anthony. I got this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about all that. But yeah, that ass. No, it's nice. No, but her ass is she's from somewhere else. Like I know your ass is not from around here. She the first one was talking to me about the devil, like the devil. She's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's artificial intelligence. And I was listening, but I was looking at her like. That's the one thing about beautiful women they got to worry about because when they fucking talking, but see, you'd be like so busy looking at you that he not listening to what you're saying. I'm listening to what you're saying, but I also am a man, and you do see, and then but see, I be having women look at me the same way. I'm like, damn, did you hear anything I just said? There's so many different types of people in the world, man. My eyes over there. Like, I should be looking right here. My bad. That's where you are. I'm actually playing this game at all. But fuck it, I'm talking. Fuck all that. We'll get to this game, man. But there are spirits, not the familiar spirit. That's I think that's just an archon as well. But the archons know how to, and they even want you to know what you say in the name because they pop up when they're always around, depending on who you are. Especially if you are a powerful motherfucker, individual, or observant individual and shit. Then they creep their asses around. I mean, and some of them, I mean, like I said, I feel like I don't feel like necessarily disrespecting them either and shit like that because they are what they are. You know what I'm saying? But unless they get on my nerves, and I don't give a fuck. But some of you may be like them. You dig what I'm saying? Squid like. Do you understand what I mean? Assimilation like. You learn, you can look and learn. Quick as hell. Right? It's just what I mean, but intelligent individual can do that. Huh. You just looking like, pick it up. People just design that way and shit like that. But they don't want to make enemies out of you. So I can tell you that straight up. This ain't about me at all. I'm not even putting myself in the equation. I'm talking about you. Like if you're that type of person, but I think you should heavily consider what you absorb. That's why it's bad for you to absorb certain shit. You know better because you can turn into that. You literally take parts of that shit when you look. You know what I'm saying? That comes with knowledge, urges, traits, all that shit. I mean, well, because you're thinking about it, because you know what I'm saying. You have to consider the psychology and the mentality and shit like that, and demeanors and shit of things, so you can absorb that shit. And but anyway, so I think you have spirits, you have augmented reality, you have the artificially intelligent parts of shit, your mind, implants, whatever the fuck they got going on and shit, as far as what the mind is concerned, and you have archons who can pretend to be anything and everything because they have universal knowledge, like all types of memories and shit. So you got to keep that in mind. So I know that you think you know what you're talking about. I know you think you may or may not be communicating with one of your ancestors, or may or may not be talking to an actual spirit. But I do want you to consider the fact that there are things out here that know how to mimic things very well, and because of technology and because these things are, what's the word? Right, that's probably not gonna happen. You can send me a message first. I don't just join parties with people while I'm doing what I'm doing, so I know what's going on. Because you could be talking any kind of crazy, and and no disrespect to anybody, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like I'm a very polite person and everything, but you have to consider the fact that I'm from Detroit, and I am a street. I'm from the street, so you know the urge to run up on you and shit like that if you talk crazy to me is still there. You know, so I be careful with who I converse with because everybody think they tough. You know, not saying that person in particular, but you know, people get touchy about certain subjects and shit. Nobody reads the Bible. Nobody does any type of studying or any type of real praying or any type of soul searching for real. But they all think they know what the fuck they're talking about. You know, period. They don't do any type of anything beyond anything. You know, but they all opinionated. Man, have you? I feel like I feel this conversation is probably falling somewhere in between both types of groups of people because you know what I'm saying as far as like because but I think it's necessary in order to bridge the gap. I think so that's what you know what I'm saying. So it's like I'm just like somebody walking back and forth, you know. But yeah, so these things they can pretend to be all types of shit, you know. So and then look, there is nothing that you can create technological wise that they can't access. They're very, 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 very way more intelligent than we are. You know, and I can say that. But you know that doesn't mean you can't combat and learn as you fucking. You know what I'm saying? This is the whole point of breaking free of change. You know what I'm saying? Some Trado shit. But they you know, they can mimic shit and it'll sound like, you know, they'll know certain things or whatever. And shit. And because of technology, and they integrated everybody with all this shit, whether you want to believe it or not. You know, they slowly try to integrate more people, but some of us are a little more resilient than others. You know, it's not hard to access the information. Not to mention body language. You have no idea how much information you give away just by talking. So when you lying to people and shit, you know, when you, man, like you know, like people be sitting there like, well, man, look, and that shit, it fucks with my stomach sometimes and shit. That's why I don't even want to be around people and shit, because I'll be talking to you and be like, man, I don't know if your ass is a serial killer, you know, or you a weird ass like narcissist, and then you have to turn that part of your mind off and shit. You know what I'm saying, like so that you can converse with people because you can see all types of shit ticking, and it might simply just be just a thought at a time. Because I think all kind of serial killer shit sometimes too, not like serious shit, but you can tell when a motherfucker's like, you know, but then maybe everybody can't do that. You know, and that shit is sought after somehow and stuff like that. But I think that the people who are seeking it are. That's why they don't. That's why they can't do it because they're spending too much time studying other people instead of themselves. You learn it about yourself. That's how you can see the world. It's fucking crazy. Just a moment. What's up? Yo, what's up? Who's this? Okay. So you okay. Yeah, all right, what's up? I'm trying to play this fucking game, but I'm getting distracted by my own thoughts. There you go. What you playing right now? Oh yeah, yeah. God damn, that dude is covered in armor. I'm just trying to kill some time before I get out the door. So I think I'm gonna have to start this over again. Advanced Warfare. didn't know you could do that. Ah, come on. I got shot. Of course. No, I had the door, and I ripped the door off, the van door off, and I ran with it sideways. I figured it would be tucked on the, it would be tucked to the left so I could use it as a shield as I ran. It depends on how good you are. If you're really good at playing it, it'll try to cheat your ass left and right. You know, it's still studying your, still it has to collect the data on you so they can make the games better. But it'll start doing all types of shit. I think it gets mad. Personally. But I also think that's a rule that it's way more complicated than we think it is.
AST! Shit!
No, I'm playing missions. I don't really play online. What I do, I cream the shit out of people. So I like story.
Dogs, get this door open. Running a bypass. Cover me. I'm getting interference from that scrambler up there. That's you, Mitchell. Get a jammer on that kid.
What'd you say? I have not played the multiplayer or the Advanced Warfare yet. I played this game. I played the mission where you on the highway 10 years ago, however long old this game is. And that was it. I didn't really, plus at the time, I wasn't really paying attention to games like that. I would just run through them real quick, and then that was my almighty goal was to just beat the game. I beat it. That was it. I was skipping cutscenes and shit. I don't even see why I even was buying the games. But I mean, I really wasn't paying them much attention. I was, doing all type of other shit. I might have been sitting there selling drugs at the time, or anything, or just or maybe anything. But yeah, definitely, definitely worth playing.
Look for a ladder.
The story has more, it helps you get into the game more. So I don't know. Is the multiplayer worth playing? You hear me? Is the multiplayer worth playing, you think?
Travelers on top of that building!
Internet's shitty. It's on that computer, you can adjust the ping.
Look for a ladder!
You hard reset it? You got an Ethernet cord?
Mitchell! Plant the jammer!
Yeah, like an Ethernet cord. You might need to just, if you got it on Wi-Fi, then that's gonna be shitty. So you're gonna have to just actually use the Ethernet to, the actual Ethernet cable and plug it into the PlayStation. Yeah, when you, I would look around. I would look if your dad got at an office. No, if you go, I mean, you probably can get an Ethernet cord for like $4, man. You get one of those and hook it into the router, and then hook it into your game, and you won't have that problem no more. Well, they usually come with the router. So if you still got the box that it came in, it's somewhere in the box.
Plant that jammer! Signal's clear. Should have this open in a minute. More tangles moving in. Mitchell, get in. Cover Knox. Doors open. Let's move. Mitchell, rally up. Vehicle hangers through here. Sweep the room. Clear. This is all right. Knox, see if you can get it running. Copy that.
T-740, still only a prototype. Can't be that different from the 600.
Powering it up.
Hands up! Who knows how to drive this thing?
I do.
Mitchell and I trained up on the
Figure it out.
600s. Those thrusters are new.
Disengage.
No, you can't. I'm broadcasting right now. If you're gonna, I thought you'd seen it already.
Signal 2-3. En route to LZ.
Playing it
flat.
online right now. So
ETA 10 miles.
see it, go to my
Request
page.
you soften the LZ with fire.
Roger that, Sentinel 2-3. Bird is in an
Shit,
offset
internet's
orbit.
that shitty. That's
Standing
fucked
by.
up.
All right. Everyone in.
All systems check green.
Oh yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Mitchell. Just like
Yeah, you
expected.
talking about it goes all the way to 90% and just sits there.
Weapon systems online.
Move it out, Mitchell.
Through the gate.
They're on to us. Fire when ready. Use missiles against infantry.
very Mass Effect.
Infantry ahead of us. Armor approaching. Switch to fire. Hit him again. Switch to missile.
Sentinel 2-3, I have a helo heading to a new LZ. ETA 2 minutes. Coordinates follow.
Getting
Launch
beaten up.
Whiskey 053910.
Over, on our left. Copy that.
Trophy system at 75%.
EMP is coming. Taking fire from the left. Fire again. We can't take another hit like that. Warbird's down. That's right.
If they remake Battlefield Bad Company, I would definitely play it. Or we just
At
put it on
50%.
Tank approaching. The LC just over that bridge. EMP's useless against those tanks. Warbird incoming. Got it. Fire again. Hey, coming down the road.
not my Battlefield. I gotta look at this.
4 infantry coming in. Up the hill. Taking fire from the range.
Trophy system at 25%.
Fire from the right. LZ's up ahead. EMP'd up Warbird. EMP's useless against those tanks. It's empty. EMP's useless against those tanks. Nice shot. Useless against those tanks. EMP's useless against those tanks. Warbird incoming. Got it. Fire again! Fire from the left! Hey, coming down the road! Fire from the right! EMP's useless against those tanks. 4 infantry coming in! Up the hill!
Trophy system at 25%.
Nice shot. LZ's up ahead. Taking fire from the range! EMP'd up Warbird. EMP's useless against those tanks. EMP's useless against those tanks. Warbird incoming. Taking fire from the range. Hey, coming down the road. Taking fire from the left. 4 infantry coming in. Up the hill. Taking fire from the range! Fire from the right! Nice shot.
Trophy system at 25%.
LZ's up ahead. EMP'd up Warbird. Fire
Trophy
again!
system critical.
Cannon on the tanks.
Yeah.
Trophy system is empty.
What the hell's a trophy?
EMP's useless against those tanks. Warbird incoming. Taking fire from the range. Taking fire from the range. Fire again. Hey, coming down the road. Fire from the left. Fire again. 4 infantry coming in. Up the hill. Nice shot. Fire again. EMP's useless against those tanks. LZ's up ahead. Fire from the left.
Trophy
EMP'd
system at
up Warbird.
25%.
empty. Get ready to bail out. Hang down. Everybody out. Move, move, move.
Falcon 2-2, coming in for a gun run.
That's our bird. Moving to PZ posture.
Standing by to load passengers.
Load up! Load up!
Halo.
We're up! 4! We're up!
Confirmed. 4 packs on board. Hold on.
Shit! Should have scrapped it.
One step ahead of you, mate.
Nice work, soldier. Once we get this stuff decrypted, Atlas is history.
Extract complete. Heading home.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty fun game. I got that. If you go through my trophies list, my game comparison, you can see the ones I play mostly. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, man. So if you got breakpoint or something like that. That's yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, I just yeah. Yeah. You a SEAL, right? Aren't you a SEAL? One of y'all is a SEAL. Oh, okay. No, probably not. Not playing Breakpoint. But no, fucking add me, man. And then, you add me already, and then I'm gonna re-download Breakpoint too, because I'm playing Wildlands. I'm gonna just play both of them at the same time. I gotta get out of here though, so hit me up. All right.